Hi, my name is Billy Jo Dunaway, and I am the instructor for this class, ED 366, and I'm making an introductory video to say hello to everybody and get you involved in the class and get started. So let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. I have a bachelor's in secondary education in English from Kent State University, and I got my master's in reading education from UCF right here in Daytona. And I am fortunate enough to be able to teach this class this semester. I've taught it in previous semesters. I always mess up the start of this class. I don't know why, but they seem to wait to the last minute and then start the class late. So don't worry, this time I was ready for that, and so I'll just juggle the assignments a little bit on the syllabus and we'll get that going the way it should be. Somewhere on the left side of your screen, you'll see the tab for the syllabus, for the coursework, and other important tabs that you'll want to check out, like the calendar and the attendance. Because we have had a late start for this class, it's going to take me a little bit to build in all the assignments. So cut me some slack on that. As soon as I get into the class, I will be uploading things and getting that all set up. So don't worry about that. This is a course about teaching reading to elementary school students. Is sort of the core of it. And it's based on the importance, the 5 important things about how students learn to read, which starts with phonemic awareness and moves on to phonological awareness, has fluency, vocabulary comprehension. Those are the 5 cornerstones for reading as identified by the National Reading Panel, and those are the core elements that we will go over. And we have broken those into modules, and we will go over each of those in pretty good detail, and you'll learn some new words and some new terms that you will be more familiar with as you go on to do your education. So every week, the modules are basically broken into 2-week sections. So every week you'll have a reading assignment from the course textbook. My textbook looks like this. I have the loose leaf version, but this is basically the name of the book and what you're looking for. So you'll have a reading assignment from this book, and I also do videos and some extra assignments and handouts that go along with the videos, so any of that can be included in your weekly quiz, which I always let you know what's going to be on the quiz before you take it. The quizzes are unlimited takes. You can take it as many times as you want, but you may not know your score on the first quiz before you take it again, because if it has to be hand graded, I may not get to it that quickly. So that's the first part, weekly quizzes you'll have. They're called self-check quizzes. The other thing we do is a big component of the class are reflections. And they're not really reflections in that you're not reflecting on your learning. It's about putting together the information that you've learned throughout the unit. So you will be defining a term like phonemic awareness or phonological awareness. You will be defining activities that you would use to do that. You will be discussing how you will help English language learners. And each week there will be a sheet that describes to you the kind of things that you're going to need. Oh, and assessments too are also in the reflections. How do you assess this skill? So, yay, so much fun. But each week there will be a handout that helps you to understand how you're going to do the reflection and what kind of things that you need to have in it. We are also going to do our class discussions on a class Facebook page. So my Facebook page is called Dunaway ED 366 Bethune-Cookman. My username is at Mrs. Dunaway BCU. So if you can find me, you can find our class Facebook page. I tried Instagram last semester and it was kind of awkward because you couldn't upload videos of your own length. They had to be really short, and that didn't work for all the assignments. So even though Facebook is older and maybe less popular than it used to be, I'm going to try Facebook this time. That way we can all see what everybody's doing and learn from each other. So those will be the things that we do. Facebook is free, so you can sign up for our Facebook page if you don't have one, and connect to my Facebook page. And I put a lot of other things on there too, announcements, anything that changes. I put it in the class announcements, and I send you an email. So I really try to keep up if anything is going on so that you can be connected. But that's just one more way for us to connect during this semester. We also have assignments called technology inclusion assignments, and this is about how you're going to include technology in your classrooms. So it might be asking you to look for or evaluate or, see how you like a video, an app, a computer program. Try it out, see how useful it is and what you might do with it. And we also have You Try It activities, which are based on, like I said, the core components: phonemic awareness, phonological awareness, phonics, vocabulary, comprehension, those things. We'll do activities where you get to try it. You get to be the student, see how you would do it, or you get to try it as a teacher and see how you can implement that into your classroom. So those are a couple things. All the discussions that we have on Facebook, like you'll have a reading and then you'll do a short discussions. I'm only looking for about 75 words in an initial post, and maybe replying to one other person and replying to one other person. I want you to reply 25 words or less, like just a couple sentences. Hey, that was great, that was interesting, something about that. So those are the things, those things. We also have a content unit lesson plan that we're doing. It's also one of the core components of the class. And I've, instead of doing it all at one time, I've broken it down into sections so that we can work on it in each module. You'll do a part of it. That way it's not an all or nothing grade at the end. So I think that'll be beneficial for many of us. There are also 2 scholarly journal writings that we'll do, one in the first half of the semester, one in the last half of the semester. And those are basically how the grades are set up, as well as your attendance, which means you have to do something in the class. So we'll have those all set up. So that's why we have those You Try It things and the technology inclusion things to get your attendance. So I do not work full-time at Bethune-Cookman. I work full-time at Daytona State University, and I am an adjunct for Bethune-Cookman. So I do not have regular office hours, but I can meet with you, and I do come over occasionally. And last semester I found it necessary to set up an office hour, but my schedule's a little different this semester, so I'm trying to see when I can do that. So I don't have like a scheduled office hour. So if you need to see me, you need to make arrangements to see me. Call me, text me, send me a message on Facebook. Any of those things are a way to get in touch with me. I am really looking forward to the semester. I think we got some great things planned. I think you're going to learn a lot, especially about reading and how to deal with younger children and reading. So this will be a really interesting experience for all of us. I'm really looking forward to learning with you, and this is going to be a great opportunity. Do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or problems. Please do not let things go a long time and then think you can make them all up at the end. You need to get things done and on time. Don't wait till Sunday night to try to do all the activities for the week. Get started early so that if you have any questions, you have time to contact me and ask me any questions that you might have. So here we go. Everybody ready? From here, you're going to go to the syllabus if you haven't printed that out or looked at it already, so you can see the assignments, and then you're going to get started on this week's coursework. And like I said, I'll have to make some adjustments because, again, even though I was ready to teach the class and approved and all that, I can't get into the class until after it starts. So we'll get ready, we'll get started, and onward from here. Thanks.